Hyundai is out with the new Venue. This is a midlife makeover, but it's more than just a little bit of a touch and a brush up. It is actually a rather substantial makeover because we get a lot of new tech, a bold new look, and a slew of design changes inside and outside that make this car the all-new Venue. I'm Vikram Gour, you're watching MotorScribes, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about the new Venue. So the new Venue sports a really nice upmarket look, and they've done a great change right up front. The new grille has this nice cascading effect to it, and finished off in a dark chrome. It sort of glistens differently with the way the light falls on it, and it gives the front end a nice premium feel. Hyundai has changed the headlights as well, so now you've got LED projector headlights, and those cool DRLs with your turn indicators and everything that sit above the headlight and are a nice slat design have also been updated with the new Venue. The silhouette, the side, all of that largely remains the same. There's really no big change on the side, and but you do get the Venue riding on 16-inch alloys, nice diamond cut wheels. And as you move over to the rear, the big change that you get to see is the way that the tail lights have been done. So you've got these neat new LED tail lights. They sort of light up really nice at night, and you've got a connector line that runs right across the back, which again gives the car a very premium upmarket look. So the back has really been revised. I think with its predecessor, it was a little bit of a plain Jane sort of design, and this time around Hyundai has really spruced it up. So it looks really nice. The car has a beautiful stance to it. It looks very proportionate, and I think Hyundai definitely has quite the head turner on their hands with the new Venue. With the new Venue, what you get is a really nice cabin. I think space allocation at its best for this segment. So you're really comfortable up front. There's enough legroom and headroom at the back. The seats have been sculpted out to give you a little bit of extra space for your needs if you're sitting in the second row. And it's got enough of boot space as well to take along a couple of small bags or head out on a nice weekend road trip. But again, Hyundai being Hyundai, they've obviously gone out to make sure that the change is substantial. So you now get a new dual tone look. It is rather striking. It's a nice dark black top on the dash, and it's a black and greige combination. Now what is greige? Well, it's not a typo, and I'm not making a mistake over here, but it is a mix of gray and beige. And when I Googled it to find out, incidentally, they tell you that greige is pretty much the coolest color out there. So if you don't believe me, you can Google it and check it out. But that's what Hyundai has done. They've given you a color called greige, and it gives the cabin a nice light and great sort of upmarket feeling to it. So other big changes include a four-way electronically adjustable driver seat. So you can move that with just the touch of a button on the side. And the rear seat now has a two-step recline function, which is rather neat, and it also adds to the entire convenience of the car. But Hyundai, again, is sort of a market leader when it comes to features on board. And the new Venue does not disappoint. And it is the most feature-rich C SUV. Well, in its segment, it sort of rocks the boat. And it gets 60 plus connected features, and there's Blue Link, there's all your connected systems. A lot of the functions now where you talk to the car and give it a command are now built into the system, so you don't need a network for that to function. So you can ask your Venue to open the sunroof, put down your window and stuff like that without having an internet connection. It'll work anywhere. And it is now enabled with Alexa as well as Google Play. So you can talk to your car via Alexa. So if you're sitting at home, you can actually tell Alexa to start your Venue, turn on the AC, lock the doors. So again, very functional commands, but something very useful. Overall, the Venue is again a nice premium plush product that does delight, and it's always fun to be behind the wheel of this car. And just how does it drive? Well, I'm going to be telling you more about that as we go on. The Venue is a rather fun car to drive, and it is always a joy being behind the wheel of this car. But before I tell you more about the driving dynamics and what I liked about the way it moves, let me rattle off some numbers for you and tell you all about the engine options available on the new Venue. So to start with, you get the 1.2 liter MPi petrol engine. It's the petrol Kappa engine, and this makes 83 PS of power and 113.8 Newton meters of torque. That will be the one that goes into your base model variants and sort of do justice in that part of the lineup. Then you've got the 1 liter turbo GDI petrol Kappa engine. This is your hot shot big league engine that does 120 PS of power and 172 Newton meters of torque. And then for the diesel lovers out there, you've got the U2 1.5 liter CRDI diesel, and this one has on offer 100 PS of power and a solid 240 Newton meters of torque. So me, I'm a diesel lover, and that would be my choice. But what I have been driving around today is the 1 liter turbo engine, which is actually quite a blast to drive. As far as transmission options go, the 1.2 liter MPi Kappa base model entry-level engine is only going to be on offer with a manual transmission. The Kappa 1 liter turbo GDI petrol will get the IMT and the DCT. And for those who don't know about it, the IMT is the intelligent manual transmission. It is very cool. So you change gears like you're in a manual, but there's no clutch for you to operate. So you just go through the changing gears bit of it, which is actually quite convenient. It's sort of halfway between a fully automatic and a manual transmission. Very easy to use and great for city driving especially. The DCT needs no introduction. It's the dual clutch transmission that does an absolute fantastic job of getting you through the gears and giving you that sporty feel. The diesel is only offered with a manual transmission. So currently there is no automatic option on the Venue diesel, but we are hoping that somewhere down the line that happens too. Well, now that I've rattled off all the big numbers for you, what's the Venue like to drive? It is a rather dynamic vehicle. I think Hyundai's done a fantastic job in the way that they set it up. Good steering input, really good in terms of overall ride quality, and even when you're sort of pushing it around corners or even gunning down an expressway, you can tell that this is a car that sort of holds its own. They've done a great job in the overall setup, and I think that that's what makes the Venue so endearing to drive. It is a car that you enjoy being behind the wheel of. It is a car that you really wish you could push harder. In terms of the change from the earlier version, there's not too much in terms of the way that has changed, and that's actually a good thing because the Venue has always been such a delightful car to drive that they've kept it the same. And no complaints on this front. I think the entire element of how it behaves is brilliant. Even braking is really composed, and that is a highlight feature if you ask me, because when it comes to safety, I think the awareness on safety is growing, and Hyundai has done a splendid job on sort of upping the game there as well. Well, now that I've touched the topic of safety, and it is definitely a topic worth dwelling on for a bit. The Venue is going to come with up to 6 airbags. So the top models will get about 6 airbags. And then you've got ABS and EBD, you've got electronic stability control, you've got brake assist, you've got vehicle stability management, you've got hill assist control. And then you've got all the other little gizmos in there, which include your parking sensors, your parking camera, rear park assist, a day-night mirror, and all of that. So safety is paramount. I think there's no two ways about it. Every manufacturer is looking at upping the game as we progress. And Hyundai is really doing a good job on this count. And you do get a lot of features on board with the Venue. So there you have it, folks, the all-new Venue. It's about keeping things lit, it's about keeping things fresh and young, and everything about this car screams young. India is a young market. We have an average population age of 28, and when you're looking at the features that the new Venue comes with, it's all about catering to these new age buyers. So Hyundai has done a great job in the refresh. I think the car retains its spunkiness, it retains its youthfulness, and with the look and design, they've done a splendid job of making it look robust, nice and sharp, and give you that premium C-SUV appeal. So we also know that Hyundai has done a great job on the pricing. The new Venue starts from 7.53 lakhs and it goes up to about 10 lakhs. And when you look at that range and what you get as a package, I think the Venue is a car that can win you over. So if you are considering a nice small C-SUV, you're looking around in the market, there's 11 different cars to choose from now. The segment has grown with time, but the Venue remains one of the prime contenders, and with this new refresh, I think it's going to keep at it right there.